Staring at a vocabulary list prepares you to read. It does not prepare you to listen. In the IELTS listening exam, knowing what a word looks like is irrelevant if your brain cannot process its phonetic sound the exact millisecond it is spoken. The test uses progressive difficulty. Navigating it effectively requires mastering 4 specific thematic lexicons that appear across different sections of the exam. Success in the listening module depends on decoupling visual memory from auditory memory, transforming passive reading vocabulary into active acoustic recognition. We begin with moving and logistics. This foundational layer is required for the transactional scenarios typical of Part 1. These 3 terms describe uncertainty and movement. The IPA spellings on the left represent the International Phonetic Alphabet, the standard for how these actually sound. We have up in the air for undecided situations, relocate to move for work, and temporarily for a limited period. The data fields update to show 4 physical nouns. Additional charge is an extra cost. Storage is a space for keeping items. Cutlery refers to knives, forks, and spoons. And antique describes an object valued for its age. In Part 1, accuracy is expected to be highest. Failing to map the spoken syllables of these basic terms to their meanings results in lost marks in the most straightforward section of the test. Complexity increases in Part 2. The vocabulary shifts to conferences and hospitality, focusing on terminology used in workplace briefings and event management. This diagram highlights the pronunciation of 4 environmental markers. Underway means a process has started. On tap means something is available and ready. A foyer is a large entrance area. And aptly named means a title is appropriate. The layout shifts to human interaction and subjective descriptors. A delegate represents others. Stimulating means something is idea-rich. Graciously describes a polite manner. Mingle means to move around and talk. And exquisite describes something extremely beautiful. Because these sections feature multiple speakers, accurately tracking who holds authority and their attitude toward the event relies on parsing these specific subjective descriptors. Part 3 introduces dense student-tutor dialogues. The University and Education Lexicon is used to track the logic of academic arguments. These 4 terms define student status and requirements. A freshman is a first-year student. A sophomore is in their second year. Compulsory means a task is required by rule, and major denotes the primary subject of study. The data now reflects academic capability. Proficiency indicates a high degree of skill. Well-rounded means having diverse skills. Pertain to shows a connection to a subject. Scholarship is financial aid. In Part 3, these terms often signal the speaker's final decision. Missing the word compulsory or scholarship leads to misidentifying whether a student is choosing a course or is being forced into it, resulting in incorrect answers on the final summary table. The final academic lecture in Part 4 relies on building materials and design vocabulary. Here, speakers borrow concrete structural language to explain high-level concepts. This layout details 3 physical turned conceptual terms. Warp means to bend out of shape. Aesthetics refers to the study of beauty. And a rule of thumb is a practical approximate method. The list updates to 5 high-level abstract descriptors. Ubiquitous means appearing everywhere. Exorbitantly refers to an unreasonably high degree. Homogeneity is the quality of being identical. Ambiguous means having multiple meanings. And indispensable describes something strictly necessary. Mastering the phonetic rhythm of these multisyllabic words is a prerequisite for accuracy in the final lecture. This is the difference between a band 7.0 and a band 8.5. Look at this graphic displaying our 4 lexicons. The text on your screen right now is a visual crutch. Close your eyes. Replay this video and listen to the pronunciation of every term again. Test your actual phonetic retention without looking at the screen. True mastery of the listening module occurs when an acoustic sound triggers the correct spelling in your mind without hesitation.